You're not going to hear me. If I cut it off, it's just too hot. So I don't want to even talk about the electronics here. We're not going to talk about anything positive. No negative talk about these electronics that don't work in Ghana. But hey, I wanted to really come to my Fabulous Zone 50 because I've not been here in a while. Look, y'all wearing my pyramid earrings. Don't judge them. They are so, they need some brass so fast. Now, I know they said, I got to do a couple of things. Some lemon, I think lemon cleans it naturally. I'm going to ask, I mean, I already know, but I never did it. So I'm going to see how I do it. And just moving forward. That's all I can say is moving forward with the ancestors. That's the only way I can move now. It just feels like, I mean, they are just so miraculous. Like, I'm in awe of the ancestors. I want to watch them and see what they do next. Like, I'm so that's where I'm at with this. I want to watch them and see what they do next because, oh my God, I've always had this idea, we've all heard the saying, when one door closes, another one opens, right? But usually you say that when it don't feel like nothing is moving, nothing is changing, or you're hurt about losing something, someone, someplace, some people, place, or thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God! And then when you realize that no, literally, it's like, yeah, the parts of your life, those parts are like behind doors. And literally, and sometimes simultaneously, one is closed and the other one is open. I mean, actually, that's what we want. That's what we say. That's what we profess as far as metaphysicians, Asking you shall be given now, right? So, but sometimes the now be taking a long time. The now be later, right? So we like, no, how do now be now? You just got to know that doors are closing and opening at the same time. That's like a whole nother level. At the same time. I know it. I know it. I know it because I mean, just boom, boom, boom. And like I said, your answers around, it's the most loving feeling because it's like they don't want you to suffer. They don't want you to suffer. That's how you know the difference between whatever else it might be that could be telling you what you should be feeling or doing. When you notice the ancestors, they don't want you to suffer. Now, will you suffer being close to ancestors? I'm always going to say no. Let me just tell you what I mean. Let me just tell you what I mean. Let me just tell you what I mean. I think that if you listen to them, not that you won't have challenges, but challenges towards something greater. It don't have to be. It don't have to be. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be. And so anyway, my daughter just left me a message. I'm sorry, it threw me off. But anyway, yeah, I'm the ancestors. All right. So yeah, so I feel like they really want you to succeed. They really want you to feel good. They really want you to be happy. They want you to edify them. So when they, when good things happen, you feel good. But I feel like the door closing opening situation, this is what I mean by that, is that it's like, and to couple that with they don't want you to hurt. This has happened to me a few times, and I can't remember all the time where you could tell they was like, look, when my mama passed, they was like, look, you will not be doing, we will not be having you do depression and sadness, okay? Because you don't, and my mother was so-called dying. She was in the hospital. She didn't pass over at this point yet. But the ex, that's what I'm trying to tell you, ancestors, the ex-boyfriend bought me a ticket to anywhere in the world. And anyway, after a long decision, going back and forth, I picked Trinidad. So I was in Trinidad when she was at her worst. And Trinidad, that's why Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad became my spiritual home because they did not know me. I'm gonna say those people did not know me. And in those 7 days, I was there for 7 days, first time ever traveling abroad. And they healed me so that when I came back to kind of move my mother along. Matter of fact, I saw my mother's spirit. It was one time we were driving. This is actually when she passed, because after she passed, I went back to Trinidad. So a week before she passed, I was in Trinidad. After she passed, I went back to Trinidad. And I remember driving and passenger in the car with Clyde, and I tell you, I saw my mother's spirit near the window riding next to me, like telling me she was fine, because she had just passed. So I knew. But at the same time, I was fine because it's almost like, I mean, for lack of a better word, there's a better word. It's not distraction, but that's what it looks like. But it's not, because distraction seems to be more negative, like you're avoiding something. It's not avoidance. That's the answer to saying, why suffer? You don't have to. Yes, grieve, of course, you're going to feel it, but use that energy and turn it into something light-filled and more powerful because of the intensity and the enormity of it. And so I was in Trinidad in spring water. You know what I'm saying? I was in Cold Springs, okay? I was in 5 different cities at sometimes in a day, at least 3. You know, I was chilling. I was having a good time. I was walking around the savannah, like, you know what I'm saying? I was doing it. And when I got back, it was Rashida, Sister Rashida Kayaba, daughter of Reverend Eloise Oliver of Oakland. And she said, wow, the ancestors didn't want you to hurt this time. Like, she was the one that first said it, and brothers were like, the ancestors did not want you to hurt, because you would see, I mean, there still was things I had to course. There was still the coming home and still dealing with the reality, but it wasn't, I don't think, the intensity if I had not did that healing remedy work first. You know, I think in our culture, I think my culture, I think the younger ones before us is going to be in a different one, but I mean after us, but my culture, or my age group, I feel like we look at, when we're in a situation, we go for and we concentrate on why we're in the situation. Very Eurocentric, Freudian type of, you know, it's your mother, father, fought type stuff. And even if it's your mother and father pass it on to you type stuff, I just feel like that is the stage or an era. But I'm hoping that the new generation will not focus on that as much, but where did the ancestors come in? Where did you maybe not listen more? Because that's all it is. It's just fine tuning. You listen to something else besides yourself. So the ancestors really do, like I'm saying, like I feel like they really walk with you and they really make it. They open doors. If you want to go through, they believe you and they'll open the doors for you. So, but they show you that nothing, you don't have to, even the worst thing, your mama dying, like how bad, I mean, that's bad. You know, worse than that, you know what, and we don't want to talk about that. So it's just, they're not gonna not suffer, but you can get cleansed faster. And it's all in earth. It's all in nature. So yesterday we both went to the V waterfalls, and OMG, I am a new person. I don't even feel the same way about anybody or anything like I used to. It's like this new, like, yes, this is some deep stuff, y'all. I can't exaggerate this stuff. This stuff is wow. And then you start realizing, you start tracing your life back, and you're going back like, oh my God, they brought that together, but they also said it ended, and they broke it up. But immediately, so that you wouldn't have to go through even the heartache of, you know, whatever heartache you think is heartache, and you'd be trying to like make something work that ain't supposed to, even a job. And in a lot of ways in my life, it's probably been multiple things. You know what I'm saying? You start to surrender more and realize that don't worry about what happened. It came for that reason, and enjoy it. I think that if we could just stop going past the expiration dates of our assignments, I think that we would have an easier time. And how do you know you passed expiration date? You're not feeling good. There's drama, there's problems, there's anger. Sometimes, no, all the time, we already know when we should leave our job or relationship, when we should take on a job or relationship, you know what I'm saying? But we just don't, we let something outside override it, and we don't have to do that. But even then, the ancestors are merciful. You really have to listen. You really have to go where they say. I mean, like I said, at this point, I feel like I'm at the age now that I can do it. I truly want y'all to know that I'm not going to be sitting around here anymore. Like, it's solely obvious. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going to be keeping this apartment. That's a different thing. I'm saying I'm not going to be sitting around here anymore. Like, I'm going to be doing things I could. It's like I had 2 whole years off. I should really be thankful. I'm so thankful. I had 2 years off. I got to party. I got to make some money. I got to do a new career. I got to move in a new city. Like, I mean, like that assignment, I mean, I did it. But I know me, like, what's missing is I don't know anything. I feel like new. Like, I know, okay, Ghana's new, but I need to self-improvement. I want to learn something that I don't know already. I want to learn something that I don't know already. I know that I'm limiting myself, and I don't know why, because so much in the world to learn, whether it's language. I mean, Ghana, pick one. Like, it's multiple languages, or learn something that is so like not me, because I could see how all of us get stuck and scared, and we react the same way to different things, and so it becomes the same things. Like, you can see it. It's not cool, y'all. Do you really know anything new? When was the last time? Like, I'm not saying you know the new facts, because facts on the internet is like, you know, I mean, I don't know, like lizards or geckos in Ghana. It's a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? So that you kind of get so much facts, you don't remember anything. But Yeah, just go within yourself. So anyway, it was great. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the next. There was a moment I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be with myself in here. No, this is a bit. I gotta look at this place another way. And I am. It's an income property. If that's the way the ancestors want. See, I go towards something. Don't worry if it's not that. The ancestors will steer you the other way. Sometimes they just give you. It feels like they just give you enough to not know, but not too much to know so much that it won't be exciting when you get there. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel like. That's how they do it. So they're gonna make for breadcrumbing, but it's not in that torturous or negative way. It's a good thing. It's like, oh, yay, discovery. So, I mean, with this young lady, like, oh my God, the bond, and the wake up, and it was like the universe said, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna blame that you were too kind or you were too nice. You're gonna say that why can't somebody just, why what? And you're gonna do all of that, and you're gonna make yourself feel bad, and then you're gonna go do the make yourself feel bad work, and you're gonna talk about how this is deep within, and you don't have to do that. There's nothing wrong with you. That's huge, because we're from the generation of we always have to find what is wrong with us. Very Eurocentric in way in thinking. Africans would say there's nothing wrong with you. They're talking, they're incantating, they're tapping that back. There's nothing wrong with you. We don't get sick, or we don't have that here. That's not what we get. There's nothing wrong with you. So I decided to go out to my African self, and so the ancestors say, there's nothing wrong with you. You just got to get you with the right people, the right places, the right things, and those change. And it changes at the moment you realize that there's nothing wrong with you. There was power before 2022, maybe in the past, still dictating our present. But it doesn't have to be that anymore, y'all. It never had to be it, to be honest, but it was, and that's okay, but it's not. The power is in how great you are. The power is how amazing you are. And if you can be all of you, you would easily find, like I said, the place to live, the job, the relationship, everything. I know it. But you won't even be looking, because when you're on your mission, a real mission, maybe it's a purpose, because I feel like we can get a mission and then we get stuck. It's nothing. Why we don't listen to the ancestors? This is what the other goddess was kind of speaking on in her own way. Especially Leo, it's got to be my way. Oh my gosh, she sounded like me. I just heard myself. I was a marriage. She's like, yeah, because I don't do patience. Me and patience ain't good, because me and patience don't work. I was like, oh my God, that's a Leo thing. But you know what I realized? How much patience I really had. Because I'm watching myself, my Leo, talk about me. It was exactly the speech I gave y'all for about a month or two. Oh my God, the patience. And I laughed because it was so me, but I realized that I was even having patience for her not having patience. That how patient I really was and started to be, because I said, oh, you know what? Instead of saying, oh my God, I ruined it, or what did I ruin from being up here? I said, well, let's work on that, okay? Let's see how that could be better. It changed. I feel more patient. I definitely do. I'm not saying I'm extremely, I do. There's things that relax me too. Because, see, you know why I probably feel more patient? Because I'm doing the things that make me feel good. At the same time, let me show you my mirror. That sister, so in Ghana, especially, let's say you're up in the villages of the Volta region, okay? You up in the mountains, right? And the roads are very bad. And the woman that's the queen, she is, like I said, Jamaican, powerful, strong, elder woman. Older than me, I would definitely feel like she's older than me. And it's her and her 2 grandchildren, and her daughter, and me, and my sister, my niece here. So we're all in the car. And you can see, like, so the men is most of the ones that's walking up the road or driving their motorbikes, or even riding a bicycle, or just walking. Sometimes the women too, but especially the men. And they do double take because they're not used to a woman driving, period, up and down that mountain, period. Let alone the 4x4. And this Leo right here, even her son said, because she was coming to a road she wasn't as familiar with, she only been there a few days in this part. Her grandson said, don't worry, Grandma, you got this, you got this. And Grandma was hitting them corners, them curves. Grandma was dodging the ditches. Like, Grandma, she was there to show me, Queen, this is how we do it. This is what we made of. I've not lived that loud in a long time. I would say I can't drive. I can't. I'm scared to drive. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't drive a bar. I wouldn't. And I thought, oh my God, she's with her daughter and their two grandchildren, the daughter's children. I just thought, I want to roll like that. I want to roll with family. And I got to it to my niece. I want to roll with family. Like I want to roll with some grandkids or maybe some other. I don't know. I just want to roll with family sometimes too. Like, and I could live up the mountains and do this and take the car and drive myself back to town just like she did, and drive back up again too, if I wanted to. I'm saying. Do you understand? Like it's just the power, and then like I said, to see the other goddess who was the wordsmith like me, so and the designer but recognized for her divine masculinity and femininity, and had her man and fought. See, yo, it was message central. Message central. I'm going. This is cool, but I'm not gonna be sitting up in this apartment. It's not me. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to the region. I think I'm gonna go to the region. And of course, I mean, am I nervous? Heck yeah. But that's why I'm keeping this apartment. Don't sleep down. We're going to keep the apartment. I mean, if that's the way of the ancestors, then it'll happen. If it's not, then I'll report that they didn't like that one. So, but I got to do it. I got to be near that water, and I got to do like a spiritual cleansing, like for like, I feel like 1 year. 1 year, and that's why I'm going to keep this place. 1 year, just come here when I need to. I'm glad to have it, a crowd, but 1 year, I just feel it, y'all. It's a call. It's not, and when I say I feel it, I always tell you, it's not like I'm jumping for joy. It's not like, I could kind of go in my cave, but I actually really don't want to go in the cave. I've been in the cave. I feel like, even though I've partied and had some fun for 2 years, you just know when something's over. Or it's meant to go to another level. It doesn't even have to be over, just maybe it needs to, transform. So this place is going to transform to holding either girls who need help, and boarders or renters, that's what we're going to do down here. And we're going to go mosey up there. Now that is a quiet place. That's intense. But I'm purposely being called to go in. And I'm in my number 1, because I'll be 55 this year, so I'm in my 1 year, which means independence. That inner. It's like the years supports the region that I want to go to. And of course, I'll meet people, because I've met people already, and I'm sure I'll meet more people. So yeah, I'm excited. And I keep thinking it's going to be one thing, but I feel like it's not going to be what I think. I think it's going to be more than I'm thinking. And it's going to be easier, too, to make the money and because it's like stuff that I'm going to get of like teachers I'm going to meet, and I'm making that vow to myself just to be with me for the whole year. I mean, and friends, family, all y'all, retreats and all of that good stuff. But so yeah, it's not like I'm going because it's what I think I should do. It's what is ordained. It's what I've been told. It's what it is. Yeah, my life changed. Having my niece over was like being whole again. It was, I could see I was giving all of that because I needed to give as much as I gave, but I needed to give it in a way that it was received a certain way, and I didn't do that. But at least I feel so happy to finally realize it's not wrong that way I love. It just has to be with people that need the love, that want the love, and that respect the love, So yeah, even the person said, he said, I'm gonna miss the love you give. Very loving. When I love you, I love you. I'll tell you, male, female, I would say cat and dog, but I don't really do pets that well, so. Plants don't do them that well either, but people, yeah, that's my thing. So I'm excited, y'all. I mean, the miracle of this all happening the way it happened. Look at ancestors. Look what they do. I didn't do that. I'm sure that was not me. So it's very beautiful. Sleeping on the couch was beautiful. It showed me a lot about me. How easy it is to just adapt. I'm adaptable. And that I need to push. I need to get a little scared again. I need to be nervous. Plus, I'm just thinking like, we need a place that far out. That's a kind of a good idea. That's a good idea to be that, So I just think it's a lot of good in this, So I don't feel the coast. Not to say it's not beautiful or beautiful. I actually probably will feel it one day, maybe. I don't know. I don't really think so. Usually, I don't feel a place. I don't feel it. I don't say I don't feel it. I might even go this weekend because I'm called. If I go, I'm going. No, I'm not going. I'm going to stay my butt. I'm not going back there for a while. I don't know if I ever go back, to be honest. But I am going to. Yeah, I'm not gonna never feel the same for it. I could tell it's not good. I'm not going back. Loyalty, and besides that, it's not necessary. I've been there so many times. There's a lot of regions and a lot of places to visit here and to feel, and that's not my place. I'm not gonna go back there. But I'm going. I gotta concentrate on these two places. I can't. I can't. I'm getting from the ancestors. Don't. You say wear yourself too thin. I don't know. Something too thin. Don't wear yourself out. I don't know. That thin, too thin. So I got to make sure that I got to focus Capricorn time. We got to focus. We got to make it happen. Yeah, to be me and to hear your ancestors show you by showing you these women that are you. Oh, I can't even explain that how much that I got it from y'all, but not maybe I did. It's hard to read and pick up all the energy, from the comments, but even here, sometimes I used to feel like somebody's going to tell me that my way of expressing is wrong. And you don't mean to, but you'll say, well, let him. That's true, but I'm still going to tell him. I'm still going to tell him. Because that's my job. Nobody's going to stop that. I don't care if you don't have to listen. She don't have to listen, but I'm still going to tell him. And it's interesting, like I said, that I had that in my mind when the young lady said, if somebody just told her, come home, she would have. Somebody said, don't go, she would have. So that one auntie that's going to not give you the little fluffy answer, that's me. I'm going to tell you. And it's going to reverberate because that ancestor gave that to you to give. They know you're going to tell it fiercely. So be careful, all of us. We can't tell somebody how to say it or when to say it. If their ancestors come to them in the way that that person can take it. You're not negating what they say. You're doing your assignment. Your assignment said you better tell them and tell them fiercely because I know all the people that I can go back and remember who told me stuff that I do remember. And say, wow. Or it would be repeated. Your mama always said it. Your grandma used to say that too. It's true. Yeah, so if you fierce, be fierce. If you're mild, be mild. If you know what I'm saying? But don't take the fierceness away from the sensuality or sexuality. If how people, a lot of y'all did, you'll say, some people just not going to be able to handle that kind of fierceness, and that's cool. Forget about them. My OG sisters got it. And I thought about that, like sometimes when women hear that from other women, we think you're just trying to make us feel better, like, he didn't deserve you anyway. But you know what? Ladies, youngsters, and old ladies too, older women too, listen to what people say. There really are people that really are not just moving in that way that you move in. They're not rotating like you. Some of us really, we know some of us came in here to do some real work or different work, or like Harriet Tubman, like Sojourner Truth, like Ida B. Wells, like Fannie Lou Hamer. Even like Rosa Parks, like Frances Cress Welsing. We know that some of us came to do some of the freeing the slaves, or some of us came to break open the lies. Come on now. But ain't she a woman? Sojourner Truth said, y'all think I look like a man, but I'm a woman. And I just feel like that archetype does need to be able to exist, because we still don't want to see the mammy / whatever else, because mammy is it kind of sort of, but now that's like the new stereotype that now black people don't want to see, the strong black woman. But some of us are strong, and we thought we were helping our sisters by saying, don't be the strong black woman, be strong black woman. No, that was your definition at your time, what it was. That next generation could have defined that for themselves, but because you told them what they shouldn't feel, then they was the total opposite of that. We are strong. Don't let that. Some of us are stronger than others in other ways. And that's our thing. Some of you are muscles. Some of you are brutes. Some of you, it's okay. Some people that live it like this, some people are fierce. I mean, look at your astrological sign. Like, stop. You, that everybody else be them. You be you. Y'all should coexist too. You want the fierce one. Somebody in your crew gonna need a fierce one like this one right here. Down for whatever. You might not be it, but damn sure when you need it, you're gonna wish you had it. Let us be fierce. You know, like I finally, like I saw that, like Spirit's like, look at you playing yourself down because everybody's like, well, you shouldn't really say it, and they have to go their own path. I don't give a damn what path they go. I'm telling you what they told me to say. Have a nice time down the path with my new words that I told you. I can't. And I tell people like this place doesn't allow it. When you're older, you have a right, a duty, and a responsibility to those that are younger than you. Don't do that little wishy-washy thing. Don't do it. Let me know if you're still here. I can see this thing is trying to go out. Don't do the wishy-washy. If that's not you. If that's you, okay, yes. I don't know, well, yeah, maybe. Well, whoever you are, that's not you. You not going, some people they need the flowery words when somebody asks them a direct question. Okay, that's you, then you be flowery. But let those that are fierce be fierce. Thank you. Let us be fierce. I just thought, that's what I got to be like, no, that's you. You're supposed to come just like you came. Especially with the loss, I'm like, why are you always cutting your hair on a moment's notice? But you say you're Rasta. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying what you think. And I was like, I'm not putting nothing on you. I'm just saying you said that. I'm not saying I don't do it. I'm saying what is up there every single second. What you gonna do? You're not gonna do it. I don't have a problem, but make your own damn mind up. People say don't say it, but you don't know. That might have been the words that he needed that day. Sometimes our mothers, we fathers, they could see. My mother would tell me everything that was going to happen. Well, that relationship, oh, God, I think he might be that. You don't want to, you'd be like, she wrong, but she was right all the time. Because she lived and she's seen. And when I have somebody here and say, could y'all say it? Don't do this flowery stuff. Just tell us that's some dangerous shit over there. You best come with me. You best come with me, kid. So y'all sit there, and not y'all, but the ones that want to not say and be flowery and let them make up their own mind, they're kids. They ain't got no damn mind, and you know that. Leaving children out here. We all should be ashamed because we're not saying it. I don't really get any business. Well, they're not going to listen anyway, so what? What if they do? I'm just saying, if they ain't going to listen anyway, so say it. Since they ain't going to listen anyway, say it. Because what if they do? What if they're going to hear you later? No, that's some that's some Eurocentric raising. I just want them to think for themselves. No, tell them what the F is going on out here. Don't put them out in these streets like that. You know these streets ain't that great. That's what I don't like anymore. We got to stop doing that. Oh, it's anybody. It's like, dude, it's a different kind of girl, so it'll never happen to her. Yes, it will. Or it could. And it won't on my watch, but you got to be in it too. Be a fierce auntie. I'm just saying. If you a fierce auntie, not abusive. You know, not degrading or, you know, nothing bad, but just like that one that says, nah, babe, that ain't it. That ain't it, baby. And they listen. I know because I'm getting to do it. I'm mentoring. I see, like, they believe what I have to say, especially the girls. That's why I need to work with girls and not boys. I've been working with boys, and boys is hard. Got to work with girls. It's like they're like, okay, this seems she's going back and forth. She's looking deeper. She's not just stopping at, oh, they left us. Well, wait, ladies, before we crying in our sober law. Let's just be honest. Since we grown, at least the young girls can claim their age for why they did that stupid thing. Now, why we did it? Oh, we got a little something, or we knew we just wanted to play for a little while. Just say it. It's better. It's just easier. Then you don't get into that. Or you do and you know what it is. Or you learn you can't do that because that's not you. We try so hard to avoid heartache or avoid pain or suffering, and we run right into it because you can't really avoid it, but if you didn't think about it, you probably wouldn't see it as much. The very thing we fear is the thing that comes upon us. That's the way it is. So fear nothing. Go for it. Know you're always taken care of and that you're being led. So you got to have a freedom in yourself. But no, ladies, I saw myself twice, and I just thought, wow, you really trying to tell me something. And even though, like, the daughter that was standing, the mother, she allowed her mother to beat all that. And the husband and her children there, the other Rasta woman, the Rasta woman, like, that's something I can't explain. Y'all gotta allow those people to walk the way they walk and feel. You do that your way. I love it. I always am not like, yo, do your thing. I'm gonna tell you to do my thing. I feel like James Brown. He said, move on, let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. I understand what he said. Let me do my thing. You do your thing, because I'll never tell nobody how to do their thing. I mean, it does say, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to sock it to. Like, I mean, it's your thing. Like, I mean, Ozzy Brothers knew that shit. I mean, James Brown knew it too. Do we need to got somebody else to talk about our thing? It's my thing. Okay, let me do what I want to do. So so I get the nurturing, loving mommy auntie, protective mommy bear too, mama bear that I needed. And I also got the fierceness of the Leos that happen to come. And she got triple Leos. She got her messages. She was like, wow, Leo women are fierce. Like, they're number one. So, because that's in you too. Or that's your guardians. Is these 3 Leos, or Leos will be your guardian, you know. The lioness is your power animal. So, yeah, y'all, it's fun to be yourself. I got to learn how to do it more, because this is new for me. Like, this totally not, and just say it and feel it and do it, and maybe I help somebody. Now I know I probably helped a lot of people. I probably did. I realize it now. Now I know. Because if I didn't say it, it would be wrong. Hey, Janae, peace, sis. Hey, Synovia, Ashe, my sisters. Move with our ancestors in silence. Yes, ma'am, Synovia says. Peace, Synovia, says Janae. Hey, sis, Janae, so fab. Naturally says peace, naturally. Yes. Since you have a gift which passed on to you from your mom. Oh, your insight to things are clear. Oh, I know you're human, but sis, you have a true gift. Thank you, Synovia. I love you. Hey, sis, naturally clever. Hey, sis, from Colon. Hey, sister Happy. Hey, Queen. How are you, Rose? Hey, Synovia, you got it. I need you to come to Ghana. You very close. You close. Hey, Sister Happy One, Sister Synovia. Hey, sis. I have patience for her not have patience. It was hilarious, naturally. And I was just, I was having patience. I was like, wow, because I'm watching myself going, oh my God. Like, first of all, this is a trait. I'm like, first discovering, this is a trait. And naturally come exactly, yes. I love the privilege I have had of watching your journey over the last 6+ years. Oh, thank you, Sister Happy One. I love y'all. Hey, Emma B. Now she said, check out Afrocentric Home Design for the latest video from AC. View the UNC staff. Thank you. More items available at the moment, including Ghana Clay at AfrocentricHomeDesign.com. Thank you. Yeah, be able to discern. Yes, ma'am. Still here. Thank you. Thank you. Talk to them. They may act like they are not listening, but your words are sinking, and that's right. You may not see the results right then, but that's right. But give it time, and they will appreciate you for loving them. Yes. Natural Cover, thank you. Absolutely. They will. They need you. They kids. You know, we know they kids, y'all. I mean, I got to experience and I got to hear, and I was like, oh my God, don't look at our babies. We just got to be here. And I think if we be here for the baby within ourselves, then we will always be here for our babies. Yeah, we got to step in. But you know, it's this twofold thing, you know. Yes, we are definitely mothers, nurturers. Like, I'm so glad that I got over myself and became I still can't say the word elder, but the person that I should be at this point in my life. But there is still a new African woman, and she will be found mostly in the diaspora or as a diasporan. In that, she ain't dead, she ain't old, she ain't gone. But you know what makes her, that's not why she's different. That's pretty cool. But what makes her extremely different is her spirituality. It don't look like it looks here anymore. Matter of fact, that's not what they even do that much. Most of it is, you know, formal religions here. So it's a deep Africanness that never left. And because it yearned, and it yearned for so long to come home, it's a little bit maybe in us in a different way. It's fiercer. It's more out in the open because she needs it in a way that a continental African or even, a continental African might need it too. But I mean, more than a continental African, of course, they have it. So you almost don't need what you already have. But when you never had it, you built it up. You become it. So the ancestors run towards you, the same African ancestors, because That's like you buried your servants with the nobility in ancient Egypt. You know, someone to go to the afterlife with you, so you have assistance in the afterlife, child. That's some royal death right there. We need to talk about. We need to hold. Lord have. Just think about how dope that is. First of all, you're so royal. Okay, let's go to this level, everybody, before I leave this video today, so I can hang on my girl. Let's go to this just for a second. You're so royal that you have two human beings that's alive that's gonna die for you to assist you in the afterlife. God dang it, that's royal. Like, that's some royal ish. So we are that royal that even when we die and ascend, we want to even ascend to a nice crib. We want to have some land up in that world. We want to like be able to spread out. We don't want to manifest the ghetto. So I think about that now. Like, they knew something. They was like, yo, and you was okay sacrificing. You was like, yo, I'm with the king. I'm touching royalty. Yeah, y'all, they out there like that. But I think we just got to get the enormity of, especially a very spiritual woman. She needs to understand what that looks like today and reevaluate and look at it over and over to see may look a little different for her too. Yeah, I love being a woman, a black woman. I love being a diaspora in Ghana. I wouldn't have it any other way. And it's time to get on the road, y'all. I mean, literally, like, for real, like, I'm going into not probably sitting down. If I could run the streets and go to a place, I would go to another place. But now that I went to two, I got to choose one. Anybody got all this money and time, but it's like I'm escaping. And I got to clean the house, get it ready for what I'm about to do. And I know by February 1st, I want to be living up there. I'll just stay up there because I don't want to stay so much and I might change my mind. I want to live up there for the month of February because that's going to show me what's going to go, what could happen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so my own space. I want enough room for 2 to 3 bedrooms because I gotta have a space up there for sisters too. It happens everywhere. I heard about it, that kind of thing, tourists and being violated. So I have to have a place there for sisters to come too. So they could be in the Volta. They come there. I'm serious. I gotta have at least 3 bedrooms. But I want it whites. I want everything white, very clear. It's gonna be the very sacred house. Incense burning constantly. Flowers, roses, essential oils. Yeah, lots of people, like when they do come, we're gonna have flowy dresses for the girls when they do come. It's gonna be feeling like, you know what? F that mother effer. He is not gonna get the best of me. That's what that Leo Jamaican Rasta woman said. She said, don't you ever, she was talking to a young sister, but she was talking to me too, ever let nobody steal that thing in you that you like, nah, you know what? I'm too precious for that. You ain't gonna take this. You ain't taking, oh no. And I felt like she was talking to me, so yeah, y'all. I'm about to be so fierce, you ain't gonna recognize me. You're gonna be like, who is that woman? Okay, we're gonna eat, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna go now. That's right. Okay, may guidance and intention be with that young queen through the rest of her journey. Thank you, queens. I will let her know. I love y'all. We're gonna go eat, and I will see you maybe tonight. I think this is Fabulous on 50, so that's what I'm doing. I'm growing up, y'all. But we is moving. We moving. Love you. Peace and blessings.